Hey folks, Bill from Little White Dory, and I own a homestead, and I'm out here on a Thursday morning. It's about 9:30, and I'm taking the opportunity to enjoy the fact that the sun is not out. Let me flip this around, and I'll show you where I'm at. Okay, so as I look up, you'll see the skies are gray. I don't know if this is a fog that's going to burn off or what, but right now it's cloudy, it's damp. I can feel the mist. It's about 52 degrees, not exactly happy tomato weather, but at least it's not raining. We've got the plastic down to keep the moisture off the leaves. If it rains, it'll get rained on, but it won't get the plants wet. And if the heat goes up, if the sun comes out and I'm not around, we have a little heating system here that'll, pull cold air in from the other side and pump it out on this side. But let me reach this under. You can kind of get a sense. We've got maybe, I don't know, probably 12, 15 varieties of plants on this wagon between tomatoes and peppers, and enough to keep everybody happy. We have this wagon, which I built for selling, what do you call it? I guess it's the second trailer I built, but for selling vegetables as well as plants. And this one I don't have plastic over it, just have some sunshade. So these are some plants that were transplanted 2-3 days ago. They're just kind of mellow in the sun. They're not getting baked. They'll have a few days of R&R. And when I roll this whole thing out, they'll be ready to roll. They're pretty happy. We made 2 other trailers into greenhouses. Well, actually, while I'm here, let's see. I have this trailer that I use to carry my sweet peat. It's a manufactured organic product, and I love it so far. It runs about, I got $45 a yard this just last week, and I use that to transplant as a transplant media. This wagon here is sort of a flatbed that I put 1, 2, 3 ribs that I bent because I bought that little green pipe bending jig right here. It's kind of cool. Makes this size bent pipe. It's a 4 foot wide, and I guess it's 4 feet high, maybe. I don't know what it is, but it made for a good support, and you can see it just makes into a greenhouse. Now these are plants that they have come out of the basement. They've been in here for probably the better part of a week. They have been hardened off. They are ready to be transplanted. Once they're transplanted, I'll take the time to give them a few days to chill while they're recovering. Now these, my problem with this trailer is with the styrofoam and all, it gets really warm in here. Even when it's not warm, it's warm in here. So everything does really, really well in here. In fact, I have problems where the heat gets too much. I have to take the plastic off. So for now, this is another rain-protected tray. I water in there. In fact, I didn't know what I'm doing with tomatillos, but they're just stinking big and they're flowering and all. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't know what I want to do with a tomatillo if I get one. So, let's see. One other place we got to go. And actually, good thing I'm making the video because I would have forgotten. We put together these little Mickey Mouse greenhouse. And, for average people, they're a waste of time. My advice, do not spend your money on these things. However, in my context, they're working out fairly well. So for me, this is just, again, cover so that I don't have rain damage. Basically rain and wind. So I'm doing this one-handed. It's not the most efficient. Actually, I'll go all the way up because I don't think I'm going to get rain. And this way it'll be easier to see what's going on inside. So I take these clips, put that on there, and then down in here we got some plants. All right, so it gives me about about a sheet of plywood. I think it's 96 by 36, maybe. It's not like 4 feet. I don't know, 40 inches. But I get a bunch of plants in here. And they're happy. They're not going to get sunburned. They're not going to get cooked. They'll be in here for a few days. I'll leave this open like that and let the excess heat out. I'll do the same over here. Each one I have to manually deal with. I'm going to open this one up all the way because I think there's nothing in the center here. If it did rain, it wouldn't be a big deal. But you get an idea. And I give this a little flippy so that if it does open, hang down. So yeah, this is a good example now. Here's an example of what happens in here overnight. I don't know if you can see it, but there's little droplets of water on the tips of each. There's so much humidity in here that I gotta get them open. It's like it's raining in here. So the happiness is once this is open, the plants can dry out. But overnight, hey, here's my garlic. What do you want with the garlic, dummy? Yeah, I didn't weed it, but it's okay. I think the garlic's doing okay. We'll be all right with the garlic this year. It's looking like we got some big heads, little heads. We'll see how they do by the time July rolls around. All right, let's not forget what I'm doing here. I have a habit of doing that, and oh, don't mind the Crocs. They're in my dirty pair. They're the gardening Crocs. Yeah, it's kind of we're living on the South Shore of Long Island near New York City, and today is just a snotty, windy, crappy day. It's not going to get better unless it burns off. I don't know. Like if I look out here, maybe it shows up. There's fog. You know, it's a haze. At 9 o'clock, it's a little late for the burning off, but I probably have clouds on top of it that are keeping it from burning off. Who knows? Philosophy of a madman. Okay, so I'm getting down to the last one here. Some of them open a little easier than others, and this will give me the ability to know that the worst case scenario is I gotta just keep my eye out for rain. Alrighty, folks, we're gonna call it quits at 6.5 minutes. You can't have back. Everything's doing good. I need more help. I wish I could get more done, but I can only get so much done. I'm busy. These gardens, I finally got around to clearing them, but I haven't planted anything yet. We'll get there. All right, folks, we'll be back. Bye-bye. I thought I'd come down in the basement here and show you that the racks are empty. I should probably be putting seeds in these trays here and getting them on the rack, and here's my other rack. But we're maxed. Right now I got more stuff in trays than I know what to do with. And I don't necessarily have the time to stop and do this. I could, but I don't know. I think I got to get my act together better for doing seedlings through the summer. The tomatoes I got down, the peppers and stuff like that, but to get it right, it's just taking more time. Alrighty, that's it from the basement.